Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening according to your time. It's your sister again. I just want to show you how to prepare meat pie in a very simple way and delicious. Especially women at home, instead of you keep on ordering and keep it in the fridge for your husband to go to work, you can just buy the flour, and put one or two things together. Voila, you are made up to go. Praise God. Praise the Lord. So this is the meat. It's grounded meat. I bought it from Lidl. So I want to put it inside my pot. Already, sorry guys, that I've already put my ingredients. That is Maggi, salt, thyme, and other spices inside before, because there is another meat inside before this. Praise God. So I'm not going to put too much water on it. This is onions which I have already sliced. I'm going to put a little bit on it because I'm going to use this onion later for the same meat again. So just little bit of water, just little, not much. Then I go on and put it in the gas. So that is for that until it's cooked to my satisfaction. Some people like their meat to be cooked very well, while some want it half cooked. It depends on you how you want it, because nevertheless the meat is still going to go inside the flour. At the same time, put it again in the oven, which is going to be cooked 2 times. So it depends on you how you want your meat to be cooked. There is no exception that it has to cook for 20 minutes, it has to cook for 30 minutes. It is you, based on what you are doing as a woman. So right now, this is my potato. I'm going to peel it, wash it, and I'll get back to you. Just like what I say, and I'm going to wash the potato, peel it, and I get back to you. I just want to bring to your knowledge that this potato, after washing and peeling it, then I will cut it into pieces. I will boil it separately. I will boil this potato separately with the water I got from the meat. So I'm not going to boil the potato together with the meat. So I'm going to boil the potato separately and boil the meat separately before mixing them together. So when I'm done to that, when I got there, I will let you know. Thanks. This is the flour. It's self-raising. Already there is baking powder inside. And this is 2 kilos. So I want to mix the flour for your seeing it before the preparations of the potato. So basically I want to do 2 kilos of this flour. So it's already self-raising. I'm not going to put on it. In case if yours is plain flour, in this 2 kilos of flour, you need packet of baking powder on it. 3 of it. It's in packets. So you need 3 of this. If you don't want too much of the baking powder, is house eating, just put only 2. Because baking powder to have its own parts, because it make the flour to get swell. So and eating it too, if it's for eating, like for me at home, I just put 2. I don't put much. But if you want it to rise and you want your flour to rise much, you're going to put 3 to 4 of this. So it depends. For the baking flour, highest you put on the 2 kilos. So that is that. Right, let's talk about the butter. This is the butter. You can see this is I think 50. You can get it in Lidl. I'm going to use 2 of this, 2.5 of this inside, because the flour, you are not to add water to it. You are not to add what do they call, milk to it. That is where we are getting it wrong, because when you put milk inside your flour, it make it thick, and at the end it will make it look like as if you are eating bread. Then when you try to put enough butter, which will soften it, and with egg, you see that the water instead of you putting milk, it's better you put water, because water will give you the textures of the meat pie. When I get there, I will just give you a show. Thanks. This is nutmeg. I'm just going to put teaspoon, just little teaspoon on it. Just little on it. Then, this is the butter I said I met it in the oven. So to be easy for you to mix, you can just give it a melting. You will not find it difficult in mixing. Yeah. This is already soft enough, so I did not melt it. So I'm just going to put it. You know, this is 2.5. It's 2.5. Then this is egg. I break 6 eggs here. 6 eggs. Like the 6 eggs, I take away 3 of the yolk. That's the yolk. I take it away. So that means I break 3 eggs here. Then I take 3 yolk away from 6 eggs. Because why? So that it will not be too heavy. You know, sometimes if you put everything, it will be too heavy. I just need just the water, just the white one. So I put 3 in full like this. Then I remove the yolk of 3. That means everything is 6. So I will turn so. Then I'll begin mixing. I did not put salt on it because the butter himself have salt. So I don't want it to be salty. So this is sugar. Sorry. This is your sugar. I'm going to put like this. 1, 2, 3, then 4. It's okay. For the 2 kilo of flour, I put 4 spoons. But if you don't want it to come out too much, or it depends. Although this 4 spoon, it just exactly the you will not set the sugar on it. Just for you to just have the taste. You can see now. When I finish mixing it, you will get it because this bowl, I don't know. The mixing, you can see. There is no water on it. You can see it. There is no water, and it's already soft with the 6 eggs and the 1.5 butter. So you don't need water on it, because the more you put water, it becomes thick, and you will have a taste like bread taste. Although it's still going to be meat pie. For some who don't know, I've made the mistake before, but now I know the difference. If you want to reduce your butter, you can as well reduce the butter, and you add more eggs. You can use 2 of this. Then you hide your egg, then it will give you. So this is just it. We are done, and there is no water. You can feel the texture, very soft. You don't need anything. Then you leave it for maybe, you can leave it for 1 hour. You can mix it in the evening and make it the next day. There is no problem for that. So this is it. Okay, this is the meat. You can say it. You see the water that come out of it. This is what I'm going to use to boil the potato later. So when I'm done, I will let you know. All right, this is your carrots. I'm going to peel like so. We all know the way we peel carrots, just to take away the back. I'm going to use I'm not going to put much carrot on it. I'm going to use the big 3 of this. I've peeled one already. This is it. So I'm not going to do slicing, because sometimes you see you cut on your board. Everybody just have his own method. I'm going to use this size to do it. Then when I'm done, I will show you the way it comes in slicing. Thanks. All right, guys, this is the meat. It's done, well cooked. I want to shift away the water, just like as I said before. I'm going to use the water to make the potato. All right, this is the potatoes, and I'm going to use this little water that I got from the meat to just boil the potato. See you when I'm done. Thanks. All right, I'll put the onions inside. I'm just going to wait a little bit. All right. Okay, right now I'm going to put the what did they call this one? Meat, the mashed meat. You see, I'm progressing. Okay, this is the reason why the oil is needful, just to steam the onions a little bit. If you are type that does not eat onions, it's not really needful. You can use the onions to just boil your meat and you are done. This is the potato because some people use flour. I don't want to add flour to it. I just want to use potato throughout. That is why I cut my potato in this way. If you want to use flour, you will not cut your potato this way. You will cut it in 4 corners, and you will not allow it to done too much. But I don't want flour because already enough flour on what I miss. So I don't need flour. I don't want to add flour to it. This is it. Alright, this is the carrot. Just the way I said before, this is how I just like to cut mine. You may cut yours in 4 corners, it doesn't matter. Carrot, you can eat it done or undone. So I just want to turn it on it, and I do my turning and I am done. Alright, this is it. I did not boil my carrot just the way I said it because I'm going to put it in the oven later. I want it to look fresh on it. Yeah. Oh yes, this is what you have as your meat, and it looks so delicious. Alright, this is the meat pie, the flour which I missed for the beginning. So now I'm about to cut. You are not to remix it again. Just cut and mat it and put your ingredients. That is all. Okay, we'll put that aside. You take any amount you want, so it depends on you. There is no... This is it. For me, I'm not matting before cutting. So I mat before cutting. I'll just take the quantity I need, mat it like this. Then I put my meat which I prepared before. So you're seeing, this is it. The quantity you want, this is optional. Then you go covering. After the covering, then I make my cutting. Yeah, this is my system. All right, this is it. When I'm done, so then I will give you. So guys, you see the yolk, the 3 yolk I took from the egg. I add I beat it together with little oil, and this is it. I'm going to use it to rub the meat pie before putting it in the oven. As we can see, this is the meat pie. So I'm going to use the beaten egg and rub on it like this. Just the way you make rub it like this, all over the whole meat pie. Okay, this is it. So I'm going to rub it around so fit this way. Sorry if my phone cannot catch it all. I'm using phone for the meantime, so please pardon if you cannot take it all. So this is just it. So this is one set of it, and this is another set of it. So I have 3 of this to put in the oven. So you do so round oil over your meat pie, just to give him that shining looking, you know, to look so shining, so that you can give him shining looking. This is it. You do it all over it. Already my oven is on so that it can warm. When I'm putting it, the oven is already on. So this is it. And again, this is the second pan, the oven. Let me just show you the oven. This is it. I put it in one 150. I think you can see it's in 150. So right now I'm going to put it on inside for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I'm done. Hi guys, I just bring it out from the oven. You can see how brown it is just from the oven after 20 minutes. So guys, I'm going to put it here. The reason why is that the down, it can cool both up and down. You know, when you put it, let me say, on top of your table, the heat will wet the downside of it. Let me just make an example for your understanding. Let me say this is it. When you drop it this way, it will cool up, then here will be heat. So when you drop it here this way, there is a space that hair enter both the two sides, and it will look more nicer and to present to people in case you supply people. It will not be wet at the under. So therefore, you search for such thing like this and arrange it on it gently, and you have your nice quality meat pie. Everywhere will be dry and beautiful. So this is just all about the meat pie. I'm bringing it out one by one. I'm just done with this saucer, and I want to show you how nice they look like. Can you see inside? So rich, breakable, without you stress. So this is just the meat pie. All right then, see you guys. Stay blessed until my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and press the notification bell so that whenever you can get, please always leave your comments, because your comments matter a lot, so that wherever there is correction, we can just make it. God bless you and stay blessed.